Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Gaby Hoffmann, A Life in Art and Authenticity. Gaby Hoffmann, born January 8, 1982, in New York City, is an American actress celebrated for her fearless performances and lifelong commitment to authenticity both on and off screen. She is known for her work as a child star in the late 1980s and 1990s, and for her powerful resurgence as an adult actor in acclaimed independent films and television series such as Transparent and Girls. Hoffmann's career reflects an uncommon trajectory, one defined not by celebrity ambition, but by a deep devotion to storytelling and human truth. Early life in the Chelsea Hotel. Gaby Hoffmann's childhood was anything but conventional. She was raised in the legendary Chelsea Hotel, a bohemian landmark in Manhattan known for housing artists, musicians, and writers. Her mother, Viva Hoffmann, was an actress and one of Andy Warhol's superstars, while her father, Anthony Herrera, was an actor and soap opera performer. Surrounded by an eccentric and creative community, Hoffmann grew up among an atmosphere of chaos, artistry, and freedom. This unconventional upbringing gave her a unique lens on life and art. Gaby has described her early years at the Chelsea as both stimulating and unstable, a place where she learned self-reliance and curiosity, qualities that would later define her as an actress. Child stardom. In the 1980s and 1990s, Hoffmann began acting at a young age, debuting in commercials before landing her first major film role in Field of Dreams, 1989, opposite Kevin Costner. That same year, she appeared in the heartwarming comedy Uncle Buck alongside John Candy and a young Macaulay Culkin. Her natural screen presence and emotional intelligence made her one of the most promising young actors of her generation. Throughout the 1990s, Hoffmann continued to work steadily in family and coming-of-age films such as This Is My Life, 1992, Sleepless in Seattle, 1993, Now and Then, 1995, and Everyone Says I Love You, 1996. Unlike many child actors of her era, she approached each role with an early maturity and a sense of quiet realism that stood out against Hollywood's more polished expectations. A step back, and returned to the craft as she grew older, Hoffmann stepped away from mainstream Hollywood. She attended Bard College, studying literature and writing, and spent several years exploring life outside the industry. Her hiatus wasn't a rejection of acting, it was a search for meaning. She later reflected that she didn't want to perform simply for fame or comfort, she wanted to create honest, lived-in work. Her return in the 2010s marked one of the most striking second acts in recent American cinema. Hoffmann became a fixture in the independent film scene, choosing projects that resonated with her worldview, intimate, often raw stories about relationships, identity, and imperfection. Resurgence and critical acclaim. In 2014, Gaby Hoffmann made a stunning comeback with two acclaimed television roles, Caroline Sackler in HBO's Girls, and Ali Pfefferman in Amazon's groundbreaking Transparent. Her performances were widely praised for their emotional depth, intelligence, and fearlessness. Hoffmann brought authenticity to subjects rarely portrayed with such nuance: gender fluidity, family dysfunction, and personal evolution. In film, she received further acclaim for her roles in Obvious Child, 2014, and Come On, 2021, where she starred opposite Joaquin Phoenix. Her work continues to be marked by honesty, restraint, and a quiet emotional power. Personal life and philosophy. Hoffmann lives a relatively private life, far removed from Hollywood's glitz. She has a daughter, Rose, with her partner, cinematographer Chris Dapkins. The couple values simplicity, creativity, and freedom, echoing Gaby's unconventional upbringing but with more stability and intention. She has often spoken about her resistance to celebrity culture, noting that she acts for connection and exploration, not recognition. Hoffmann is drawn to roles that ask difficult questions about human experience, and she brings a grounded, fearless energy to every performance. Legacy and impact. Gaby Hoffmann's journey is one of authenticity triumphing over conformity. From a childhood spent in the wild heart of New York's counterculture to a mature career grounded in truth, she has remained a rare kind of artist, uninterested in artifice. Drawn instead to the messy, beautiful realness of life. Whether in Girls, Transparent, or her quiet but powerful film roles, Hoffmann continues to embody the spirit of the independent actor, one who values honesty above all. In an industry often obsessed with image, Gaby Hoffmann stands as a reminder that the truest art comes from living sincerely. A deeper look at her acting style. Gaby Hoffmann's performances are defined by spontaneity, intelligence, and emotional precision. She doesn't perform in the traditional sense, she inhabits her characters with a naturalism that feels almost documentary-like. Directors often describe her as an instinctual actor, one who doesn't rely on rigid technique but on a profound understanding of human behavior. Her acting style draws from the same unfiltered energy that shaped her youth. Growing up among artists who rejected convention, Hoffmann developed an early appreciation for imperfection and vulnerability. She doesn't polish her characters, she lets them breathe. Whether she's playing the neurotic and passionate Caroline in Girls or the introspective Allie in Transparent, she delivers lines with a rawness that feels lived, not rehearsed. Hoffmann once said that she's drawn to the gray areas of people, the parts we don't show the world. This sentiment defines her entire approach. Her characters are often complex, contradictory, and sometimes uncomfortable, but always truthful. The Transparent years, fearless and transformative. In Transparent, 2014 to 2019, Hoffmann delivered one of her most celebrated performances. As Allie Pfefferman, the youngest child in a Los Angeles family undergoing deep transformation, she navigated themes of gender identity, sexuality, and emotional chaos with startling honesty. Allie's journey mirrored the series' broader exploration of self-definition. Hoffmann approached the character not as a statement but as a living, evolving person, curious, sensitive, and brave. Critics hailed her performance as a revelation, earning her Emmy nominations and placing her among the most authentic voices in modern television. Her collaboration with showrunner Jill Soloway became a defining moment for her career. Hoffmann's ability to bring intelligence and fragility to Allie helped shape Transparent into more than a story about gender. It became a meditation on family, truth, and the messy beauty of becoming oneself. Collaboration and the indie spirit. Hoffmann's adult career has largely unfolded in the world of independent film, where she thrives under directors who value emotional honesty over glamour. She's worked with filmmakers like Noah Baumbach, Mike Mills, and Gillian Robespierre, each drawn to her ability to communicate complexity with minimal dialogue. In Obvious Child, 2014, Hoffmann played Nellie, a loyal and
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.